Alright, welcome to Cooking with Jack. I'm Jackie Jones. I'm going to make some barbecue sauce here for you on the barbecue grill. So we got the big pot. It's all heated up, ready to go. Alright, so you put in about a half an onion. Start sauteing that bad boy up. Also a couple cloves of garlic and a little bit of garlic powder. A lot of garlic in there, that's how you like it. I'm not really a big fan of onions, but you need onions to make barbecue sauce. You put all that right in there. Alright, while you get those going, I'm going to make a bourbon barbecue sauce. You could use a straight up bourbon. You could use anything you wanted, but I'm going to use Wild Turkey American Honey. I think it's good. It has a good bourbony taste. Also has a little bit of honey taste, which is good for the barbecue sauce. It's good to drink straight out of the bottle. Now you want to pour this right in here, about 1/4 cup. You can add a little bit more if you like. And basically you just want to use that to caramelize the onions. Usually when you cook with bourbon or if you mix it in something, it really brings out the bourbony taste. You cook out the alcohol. But what you're left with is the real bourbony taste, which tastes really good. So just let that go for a while. And let that caramelize. It's going to take, about 10 minutes or so. Something I've been noticing in a lot of pubs lately is they use spiced rum sauce. So you could probably do this the exact same way. Just put some spiced rum, or you can fool around. That's what cooking's all about. Use whatever kind of alcohol you like, or you don't even have to use alcohol at all. But I'm not really a big fan of spiced rum, which is evident by this giant bottle I have in my hand. But normally I think the spice kind of overpowers the rum taste, and it's just not very pleasant. But I do like the Bacardi Oak Heart spice rum. It's really smooth, and it's really good with Coke, any kind of mixed drink. And it would probably be good in this. I might try it for the next batch. I don't really have to watch this too much. Just don't want the onions to burn. You'd normally do this on the stove top, but I'm doing it outside just to show everybody here. The heat's not going to be as high outside when you're doing it like this, unless you kept the lid down, so it's going to take a little longer. If you're doing it on the stove top, it really wouldn't take no time at all. Just stir it, make sure it's not burning, get all the onions caramelized with all the bourbon, and you'd be ready for the next step. Actually, last time I made this, I used cherry bourbon. Actually, it's not even bourbon. This is cherry whiskey, Seagram's from Canada. I do think it's really good stuff. I think their dark honey is excellent. Some people will say that's a blasphemy because it's not really bourbon, but I think it's good stuff. If you just want to use straight up bourbon, I'd probably use Maker's Mark. I think that's probably about the best of the higher end bourbons. You can also get much more expensive ones, but it'd be kind of a waste to use real expensive bourbon in a barbecue sauce. But if you just want like straight high end bourbon, good stuff, I think Maker's Mark's the way to go. Also, you got the cool bottle. I dig it. Starting to go pretty good now. Not going to take too much longer. They're cooking down. If you're worried about having big onions in your barbecue sauce, maybe you like it real smooth, you could really cut these up real fine. Most likely they're going to really cook down a lot, because onions do. When you caramelize them, they're going to cook down, and then when you add all the other ingredients and you cook it for a while, it's also going to cook down. So you're not going to come out with too many big pieces of onions in. You could also, if you prefer, you could strain this afterwards and take out all the big chunks of onion. The thing about the bourbon is it really has a distinctive flavor. You're going to really taste a lot of it when you cook something with it, or if you make a mixed drink or whatnot. It's going to really bring out the bourbony taste. And to me, it tastes really good with just about any kind of food. It's really good with chicken, pork. Caramelization is actually a reason why you should always put the barbecue sauce at the end if you're barbecuing. Never put it on to begin with, because most barbecue sauces will have a lot of sugar in, so they will caramelize quick. And if it does that, and then you got to still cook the meat, you're going to burn it. And you don't want that. You want a nice caramelization, but you don't want burnt meat. So I always recommend to put the barbecue sauce on right at the very end when you're cooking. You don't even have to put it on when you're cooking, but I kind of like put some barbecue sauce on it, flip it over on the heat, let it caramelize a little bit, get a little brown, but better watch because you don't want it to burn. And then flip it over, do the same thing on the other side, and then maybe hit it one more time with the barbecue sauce if you like saucy meat. And you know, it's all personal preferences. But never put the barbecue sauce on while you're cooking it. That's what you use a mopping sauce for. And a mopping sauce will not have a high sugar content, so it's not going to burn, it's not going to caramelize, but it's going to add flavor, and it's going to add moisture to the meat while you're barbecuing it. A real quick and easy mopping sauce, I know you can probably go buy them, like a commercial thing of mopping sauce, you can make your own, and I made my own, but to be honest, just Italian dressing is a really good go-to mopping sauce. It would be just a basic Italian dressing, it doesn't be anything special. It's got the vinegar in it. It's got the spices in it. It's got the oils in it. It's just going to naturally tenderize the meat while you're cooking it. It's going to add some flavor to it, and it's going to keep it moist. So it's a good little tip. Just Italian dressing. All right, we got ourselves like an onion caramel here. You could put this on a sundae. It'd probably be horrible, but you could do it if you wanted to. There's a lot of bacon sundae. Bacon's really big now. Like bacon ice cream, bacon chocolate. Maybe caramelized onions will be next. I don't know. They'll probably go good together. Like a bacon ice cream with like a caramelized onion on top. Some whipped cream on that bad boy. You got yourself a dessert. Alright, so what were we adding? Alright, I told you I was going to cheat a little bit. And that's right, I'm putting ketchup in there. I know you're thinking, you're making your own barbecue sauce, you're adding ketchup. You're just like pretty much kicking up some ketchup. But the reason behind this is you're going to save yourself a big step of cooking down all the tomatoes, the tomato paste. Now, if you really want to make some high-end barbecue sauce, obviously that would be the way to go. But I don't have all day. That's going to take a few hours at the least. So, but if you have a long time and want to do that, go for it. But I'm just using the ketchup, and like I said, basically it's just skipping a step, cooking down the tomatoes and the salt. And that's pretty much what ketchup is. So putting the ketchup right in there, about a cup and a half of ketchup. You got a quarter of a cup of molasses, dark molasses. You got about a half a cup of brown sugar. I usually put a little extra in because I kind of like a little sweet barbecue sauce. Not overly sweet, but I like a little sweetness to it. About a quarter of a cup of apple cider vinegar. You got a little more of that if you really wanted to, but that's good by me. We got a little bit of salt, black pepper, and cayenne pepper. Don't be fooled by cayenne pepper. It's just a little bit there. It's actually the equal amount, but cayenne pepper is actually pretty potent. This is interesting as a liquid smoke. Kind of a strange word in itself. Liquid smoke. How do you make liquid smoke? It's like liquid solid. Smoked solid, I don't know, but anyway, it's just really intense smoke flavor. I'm gonna use about 2 teaspoons of that in there. This you can pretty much buy anywhere. It's kind of an odd product, but it really comes in handy. It sounds strange, but believe me, it actually adds a lot of flavor. Leave it over the heat. You want to simmer it. Now, if I was on the stovetop, I would turn this down and I'll let it simmer probably 20 minutes, a half hour. So everything, goes together, all the flavors come together, all the flavors meld. Out here, since it's not real hot, I'm going to leave this closed and let it go for, I'll probably let it go for a good 20 minutes, a half hour. But I'm going to try to keep it closed as much as possible. Every once in a while, open up, give it a good stir. Don't want anything sticking, don't want anything burning on the bottom. And when we come back, we should have ourselves some barbecue sauce. I'm going to give you guys an idea what's going on here. Let's see, open this up. Look inside and we got ourselves some barbecue sauce. That's right, you see it's all bubbling, it's all getting caramelized. All these flavors are melding together. We got the, all the tomatoes and all the brown sugar, the caramelized onions, the vinegars, the spices. It's all going together for a nice barbecue sauce. It's really coming together good. Now, of course, God, this smells really good, and keeping the lid down really helps the cooking time. I've noticed. Like I said, it's the first time I've done this on the barbecue grill, and I only stands to reason, obviously, that it would do better once it's down. Leave that real nice thick barbecue sauce. It's gonna be really good stuff. Coat that on some wings or ribs, whatever you want to do. And anyway, it's gonna be good stuff. I wish you guys could taste it, but you can't. But I will. Alright guys, this is pretty much just about done. Really come together nice. Really boiling away here. Said you don't want it to stick or burn on the sides or on the bottom. So you want to give it a good stir once in a while, and really make sure you get the bottoms, because like I said, you don't want the bottom to burn. See how thick that is? It's really good because you want it to be able to coat the meat or whatever you're putting on. You can put on vegetables. I mean, you don't have to put on meat. For you vegan fancy lads out there, taste this. Now, of course, it's going to be really hot, so I'll let it cool down here a minute. You don't want to just stick this right in this boiling vat of barbecue sauce, especially something's real thick, a lot of sugar in it. It'll probably burn you pretty good, so you got to be careful. Now, you don't want to double dip. If you're... I'll be a good man here, I won't double dip. It's good stuff. What the hell? That's good. If I was on Chopped, man, that's really good. Not just saying it because I made it. That's freaking excellent. If I was on Chopped and I put this back in here, they'd freaking kick me off. Can't double dip. But I say, what the hell? I mean, this is boiling away. Any germs that's coming out of my mouth is going to be killed by that boiling freaking barbecue sauce. So what the hell? Now, if you were coming over and eating here, maybe I wouldn't do this, but... Well, I probably would. I just wouldn't tell you. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I think this is done. I probably want to take this off because you can kind of see it's wanting to start to stick here on the side. It's starting to stick a little bit here on the sides. The bottom, it isn't yet, but it would probably start to any minute. So I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to get wings on here. I'm going to make some wings for everybody. Well, everybody, I mean for myself. Make some wings for myself, and I'm going to have them right in this barbecue sauce. It's going to be epic stuff. Alright, we're back. You might notice it's a little darker out, but the thing about a gas grill is it can run out of gas. And when it does that, you have to get some more. So we're back. Alright, we did finish with barbecue sauce, and I'm just about to put the wings on. You got to let this heat up, scrape off all the gizmos. Now you could take this all of the grills off and scrape them down, you know, beforehand, but I think they scrape off a lot easier when they're heated up. Now you might think, man, Jack, that's a really dirty grill, but all those charred barbecue sauces, meats, all that stuff just adds to the flavor. Trust me. Alright. You can get the handy Weber grill spray. This is great stuff for a grill. Otherwise, you wipe it down with some oil. Don't get normal spray for a grill. It's going to fly back at you. Also, normally I would say, you know, get the generic brand or something. Not always, but depending on what it is, something like a spray. I mean, what's really going to be the difference? But there's a huge difference between the Weber and the generic spray. And because I bought it once and I didn't read the bottle, and it's right there next to it, right next to the same can on the shelves. And I brought it home, went like this. You see this? Non-flammable. You can spray this all day, nothing. The other kind, I started spraying it, flames shot right up. That could be really bad news. And, you know, all kidding aside, that's not a good thing. They put it right next to it, so basically to make you think it's the same thing, but it's not. And if you read the fine print, it actually says, you know, it's flammable and to avoid the high heat. But when they have it right next to the kind that's non-flammable, it's kind of try to trick you there. But anyway, stay away from that. Always make sure it's non. I think that's a really good thing though. That Weber non. I don't think there is another brand that makes it. But anyway, these wings. Normally I'd put a lot of a rub on them probably, but really I just got a lot of cracked black pepper. I like to grind it yourself, and also a lot of salt, sea salt. So put these on here. I know Van, he hates the sea salt. I'm not really sure why I like sea salt. But anyway, I just wanted salt and pepper on these, pretty basic, because I'm going to roll them in the barbecue sauce when they're done. I do them at high heat. To begin with, flip them over, so they're nice char on both sides. Then you probably want to turn it down so they're done all the way through. Chicken, you want well done, obviously. I never want to eat chicken rare or underdone. I personally like them really done, so they fall off the bone. And chicken usually hard to dry out unless it's a chicken breast or something. But chicken on the bone usually is not going to dry out if you're doing high heat. So anyway, I like to get them real done, but you don't want them burnt. Chicken is a little tricky on the grill because the skin can burn very quickly. A hamburger usually is not going to burn you if you do it like real high heat or steak. But chicken, it's pretty easy to burn, especially with the skin on. So just keep an eye on it. Want to flip it over. Like I said, I might use Italian dressing mopping sauce, but I think I might just do straight up and then get them in the barbecue sauce. So I'll be back momentarily. All right, now these wings are going really good here. We got the phone ringing in the background. They send us to use a little Italian dressing for a mopping sauce. Just give us a little sprinkle on each one. You don't have to be precise. You could put this in a bowl, probably been easier and won't burn your hand like me, but I'm a crazy bastard. But see that? Permanent scar, so you should be careful. But I'm not always careful. But you should definitely be. All right. Mop these on. Now these are nice and brown on both sides, so I'm going to turn the heat back a little bit. I'm going to move the ones that were up here in the back. Throw these over here. I've already flipped them before. It's like a nice char on both sides. Now I really just want them to cook. Now some people would say this is backwards. You want to cook them then brown them, but don't agree. I think it's best to brown them first and then let them cook. Alrighty. Some nice wings going on here. Notice I do have one wing that's now I shouldn't have put quite this much on. It would have been easier to just put this in and mop it on, but I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Alright, mop these good. I think just the one time will be enough. You could do it every time you flip them if you want. There's no exact science, but there is always an exact science that someone will be really noisy when you're filming something, especially outside. Here comes a motorcycle. Probably trying to get some of my wings. Alright, so we got the wings on. Here's actually the barbecue sauce in the bottle. I put about half of it, maybe a little bit over half in the bottle. I saved the rest. I'm gonna actually, when these are done, I'm gonna throw them in there, mix them up, sort of almost like a buffalo wing style, but with barbecue sauce. That's why I didn't put a lot of stuff on here, because I'm gonna use a lot of barbecue sauce. I'm gonna show you something else too, because last night the family was over and we had rotisserie chicken and a loaf of Italian bread. Still had some Italian bread left. Me personally, the next day it's not very good. It's not as fresh, but there's nothing wrong with it. But a good thing to do with is make some quick garlic bread. Just take it, slice it, cut it lengthwise, throw some butter on there, margarine, whatever you want, some garlic powder, roasted garlic, whatever you want. I personally like a lot of different herbs on it. It doesn't just have to be garlic, but for today I got garlic and a little bit of hot pepper, just a little bit, and oregano. I really like oregano on it. I think oregano goes good with just about anything. Just throw that right on the grill, open face like that. Just keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn, but just want it to get brown. And you get yourself some pretty tasty garlic bread. People think you're friggin' Emerald Lagasse or something, but it's really easy to do, and it's a really good use for leftover bread. Alright, we're back once again here. I'm going to check this garlic bread, just a couple more minutes. That one's looking pretty good. Get your plate. Be careful with this, it's hot. That one's good. See how nice and brown, golden brown that is? Now that is some epic garlic bread, and it was simple, really easy to make. Alright. Now I got the rest of the barbecue sauce in here. Now, like I said, I put the rest of it in the bottle. I'm going to take these wings off. I'm going to throw them right in the barbecue sauce. This is going to be good stuff. You can hear it sizzling. This barbecue sauce is still warm, not real hot, but still warm. I'm going to throw all these wings in here. This is going to be good stuff. You know, a little secret too, if you do happen to burn like a chicken. Let's say I burnt this one just for this. See how it's a little burnt? It's gonna be still good. You cover that in barbecue sauce, people aren't gonna know. But try not to burn it. All right, the rest of these are perfect. See, it's a freaking perfect chicken wing. Look at that. It's good stuff. All right, throw that in there. This other garlic bread's probably done. Yeah, it looks good. See, look at that. 2 sweet slices of garlic bread. That's good stuff. I'm gonna take a bite right now. It's probably going to be pretty hot right off the grill. That's good. That's real good. Turn your grill off. Not only turn off, if you got a gas grill, not only turn off, they always make sure to turn off the gas itself. Yeah, you could clean that grill now if you wanted, but I wouldn't. I'd let it cool down. Next time you do it, heat it up and scrape off everything. Alright, now I'm just going to mix these right up. Like I said, it's kind of like if you're making some buffalo wings. Got the sauce in here. Oh, it's homemade barbecue sauce. Still warm off the grill. Got your chicken wings. All nice and hot. Toasted off the grill. The outside's real crispy. The skin is real crispy. Inside meat's going to be nice and soft. That's going to be falling right off the bone. I'm telling you, if we could have a smell-o-vision here on the YouTube, this would be freaking amazing. Alright. So, look at these wings. It's hard to see in there, I know. Alright. So, move the garlic bread over. Take these bad boys out. Look at that. Oh my god. That's freaking amazing. That is epic, as the kids like to say. Tommy Doom there over on I Watch Wrestling, withoutyourhead.com. He likes to say epic. Alright. Look at that. Damn. That's a big ass meal right there. Look at that. Garlic bread, chicken wings, barbecue chicken wings, right off the grill with homemade barbecue sauce. I'm telling you, this is just amazing. Oh god, that's good. Nice and crispy. That's the charcoal taste from the grill. Skin's real crispy. You get all the sweet and tangy, a little bitey, not real spicy, but a little bit. That hits you afterwards from the barbecue sauce. Like I said, it's real nice, sticky, stuck all over the wings, cover them completely. Meat's real tender, real nice and white, falls right off the bone, still moist. That was amazing. If I do say so myself, that's some goddamn good wings. I could stand here and eat this whole thing. It is that good. A couple bite garlic bread. It goes good with the wings. You gotta have something to drink. That's right. What better than a nice barbecue out your back deck, families inside, sipping on a mason jar of store-bought moonshine. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You think I'm going to buy moonshine down at the corner, freaking Cape Cod? No one's selling moonshine around here, but it's good stuff. Wow, that's good. That's damn good. All right, it's Cooking with Jackie Jones. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know you didn't enjoy it as much as me. God damn. That was a mighty fine wing. You guys enjoy this show, rate it, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want me to do more of them. Or let me know if this is it. And you're like, no. Stick to the wrestling, stick to horror movies. We don't want to see you cooking. But anyway, thanks guys for listening. Have a good time. Talk to you soon. Check out iWatchWrestling.com here Wednesday night, 8 to 5 p.m. Eastern. Check out WithoutYourHead.com. Whenever we do new shows, check it out. There's going to be some new interviews up there very soon, and some movie reviews. It's good stuff. And again, thanks for listening. I have a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Jackie Jones.